Dear students, in this lecture, I will explain about the concepts of job evaluation and its methods, some advantages and the difficulties, right? So, I will share the screen. These job evaluation process, I will explain in two parts. The first part comprises the concepts of the job evaluation and its advantages, process, right? And second part directly deal with methods only. Okay, so we'll go to PPT. Share the screen. So this is simply job evaluation. In my earlier classes, I told you about job analysis, job description, right, and the job specification. Okay, so related to the job, we are having so many things. So what is what? We'll have a recap. Pointer options. Right. So the first thing we need to know about what is job evaluation. So evaluation means we are giving some marks, right? So your paper evaluation. So there is some marks. Here the marks means don't compare with your exam paper evaluation. Job is also getting some marks, right? Here the marks is related to the parameter quantitative assessment. Okay, this is the process that is in evaluation, right? Evaluation for a particular basis, right? So what is job evaluation? We'll see. Okay, so don't worry about the so many lines, right? So it is a very easy one. Just to go through it. Job evaluation is a systematic process. Systematic and independent paddhati adi untundi. Systematic process of evaluation and determining the value or worth of jobs performed. It helps to identify the worth or contribution of an employee's efforts within the organization. So it is a systematic process. So there will be some guidelines and steps. And main thing is determining the value or worth of jobs. This is the main important. The heart of this job evaluation is determining the value or worth of jobs, right? So forget about the person who performed the job. Leave it. Okay. So there is a job called manager. Okay. There is a job called accountant. There is a job called clerk. There is a job called security guard. All of the jobs are not. Yes. Now, who is heading the post of the manager? I don't know. Who is the person sitting in the chair of accountant? I don't know. Right? But how much salary a manager is to be paid? That is output of your job evaluation. So manager has to be paid this amount. Accountant is to be paid this amount. Clerk is to be paid this amount. Like this, we need to assess the relative worth of this particular job. How do we assess? Right? Why the manager is paid 1 lakh per month? Right? And why the security guard is paid 10,000 per month? See, 10 times the difference is there. Right? So it doesn't mean that manager is getting higher salary than security guard 10 times. It doesn't mean that 10 security guards are equal to one manager. Okay. Don't be like that. Okay. So the relative worth of each and every job is to be assessed with some parameters, right? So parameters and enduku pettavante ikkada chudandi. Systematic process of evaluation. It is not a random one. It is not an arbitrary one. It is not made by impulse. Okay. And job evaluation is done for the purpose of establishing wage and salary credentials. Told you earlier why this particular job is to be paid this amount, right? A clear-cut justification is given. The scope extends to develop an equitable wage and salary structure. Okay. And there is some definition. If you are able to digest this, you better follow this. Otherwise, leave it. No problem. International Labour Organization has given one definition. Job evaluation may be defined as an attempt to determine and compare the demands which the normal performance of a particular job makes on normal workers without taking into account the individual abilities or performance of the workers concerned. If you are unable to understand even a single word, don't worry about this. Okay. So, because the International Labour Organization is concerning about each and every word precisely with the calculation. Okay. So, it is an attempt to determine and compare the demands which is the normal performance for particular jobs. So, listen to this. Normal performance of particular jobs makes on normal workers, right? Up to this, the job evaluation main content, right? So normal performance means average performance or general performance of the particular job. So whoever may be the manager, whoever may be the director, whoever may be the managing director, whoever may be the chairman, right? Whoever may be the CEO, right? So whoever may be. So it is the performance of a particular job, not person, right? So without taking into account the individual abilities or performance of the works concerned. That means we are forgetting about the person who is sitting in the chair, but relative worth of the job is assessed, right? So, what is the advantages? Okay, I will please. All right. Advantages of the job analysis. So I told you earlier we are having some processes, job analysis, job description, next job specification, and next job evaluation. Now we are discussing about the job evaluation, right? Actually, the job evaluation main inputs are from job analysis, right? It is not an indirect way, it is a direct way itself. Job analysis, that means we are clubbing so many activities creating a job. Creating a job, right? So we are listing out so many activities in the company. So combining the activities which are related to a particular theme, right? That is called a job. Okay. So we are creating so many jobs by means of the job analysis, right? And job description. Job description means what are the contents, what are the activities a job has to do, or the person who is sitting in the job he has to do, right? Job specification means what are the qualifications for the person to sit in that chair. That is called job specification. What are the qualities you need? How much experience you need in that particular area? What are the different courses you need to complete? What should be the age preferentially from 18 to 42, like this, right? So this is called the job specification. And job evaluation. The only difference between the job analysis and job evaluation is money. Okay. Without money consideration, job analysis and job evaluation both are same, right? So the job analysis is to be made linking with the money is called job evaluation. Very simple, right? So what is the advantage of the job analysis? Because some people may feel the heading is not correct. Instead of putting the job evaluation, Kamesh put job analysis like that. It is not wrong. So advantages of the job analysis provides the first-hand job-related information. So what is what? Briefly, right? So related to the job, you will get the information, primary information. and it helps in creating a right job employee fit. So this is very, very difficult task for any organization, right? Helps in creating a right job and employee fit. A right job means combining the common theme activities, right? Whether you have done combination of the activities in a good way or moderate way or normal way, we don't know anything, right? So this is a dream for any company and helps in establishing effective hiring strategies. Hiring strategies means getting the people from the colleges or the general public, right? So effective hiring strategies. So guides through performance evaluation and appraisal process. So after job analysis, what is to be done and how it is to be done, if you define well, so there will be some performance evaluation of the persons who already occupied the post and who contributed something to the organization. What about their contribution? How to assess this? So there need to be some basis. Job analysis will give the basis. So what is the worth of this particular employee in that particular job and what is the appraisal? There will be a process. Okay? So for this, job analysis is a compulsory one. And helps in analyzing training and development needs. See, actually, the performance evaluation and appraisal process, if you are having some dissatisfaction or some correction measures needed in some particular employee's behavior or their working, right? So you are expecting some output from an employee, but the output is not up to the mark. So after your inquiry, you identified that this particular person was not trained fully. In his earlier company, some facilities may not be there, right? Because the new facilities are available in your organization. That's why he joined in your company. He shifted from earlier company to your company. But who will train on the new machine? You have to train, right? So earlier you didn't have that idea. Now, after performance evaluation, you got that idea that this person lacks this particular machine training. So what are the training and development needs for each and every employee at the department? It could be known by job analysis and helps in deciding compensation and benefits. And one thing I will tell you, compensation doesn't mean that it will be announced by the some people only in the accidents or some natural calamity happen, right? Compensation means you provide the work, you do the work, get. So I'm writing at the top right side, get compensation. That means physically you do the work, physically or mentally, right? You do the work, you get compensation, monetary benefit, right? That's the point. So you do some mental work. That means you identify some policy, you create something, you write something, right? You write a poem, you write a lyric and submit to the film director. He will give you some money, right? So it is a mental work, right? Construction labor, they will do physical work. They will get 1200 rupees or 1000 rupees on a day, right? So like this, either doing the work physically or mentally, get compensation in the name of money. That is called compensation. That's the point. So job analysis will help you in deciding the compensation and benefits. Now the features of job evaluation. So some of the points may be repeating like, but they're not actually repeating. So some parts of the job analysis and the job evaluation, they will be merging. So the features of job evaluation, determining and comparing the demand of the jobs. Second point, not taking into account the individual abilities or the performance. So initially, we don't consider the person who is sitting in the chair of the manager or CEO, right? So simply, we are assessing the worth of a particular job, right? And third point, determining a job's relative worth and formal and systematic comparison of the jobs and analyzing and assessing the content of the jobs and creating a fair and logical remuneration system. This is the main important one. Many people will struggle about this, and there will be some strikes, right? Because of this, the remuneration system, right? So you need to create a fair and a logical, right? Fair. You need to be transparent in all the parameters which you considered for fixing the remuneration system, right? It may be number of hours working, or it may be the amount of risk involved in the job, or it may be the amount of effort, physical effort or mental effort in that particular job. You take so many parameters, but there should be logic behind this, right? That is called fair and logical remuneration system. And knowing the skills and other human qualities required to perform the job, and obtaining the data that is useful in the design or the word you see, redesign of the jobs. Suppose you are having some jobs just like earlier I have written, manager level 1, level 2, level 3, right? And general manager, finance, general manager, marketing, general manager, production. Like this, we created some jobs, right? And after job analysis, after job evaluation process, in the middle of the process, we came to understand that we made some mistake. We created only 5 different levels, but actually 8 different levels are to be created. Okay, redesign the jobs, modify it. That is called design or redesign of the jobs, right? And what are the objectives? Objective means simply what are the advantages I will get by doing the job evaluation. Simply saying what are the benefits, right? So identifying the range of competencies required to perform job related duties, right? So the range of competencies. Now we can ask the person, because this job is having the risk involved in it, whether you are competent or not, we are going to test you like this. Okay. And establishing a basis of an equitable salary structure within that organization. So it is self-explanatory. Finding a basis of fair and logical remuneration system. Installing the system for consistent wage and salary structure. Ensuring 5 basics: quality, speed, dependability, flexibility, and cost. Right? And the factors: specific training need or qualification requirements to perform the assigned tasks better. Right? So what is the specific training needed to operate a particular machine or to control over the system, right? Or what are the qualification requirements? Everything to be known. And decision-making authority to develop leadership skills, right? And the problem-solving skills and independent judgment for promptness. All these are the factors to be considered in assessing your job. And the process, see, before starting, you need to prepare a job evaluation plan. And next, you might have done job analysis, job description and the specification. These are normal ones. And selection of job dimensions. Dimension means it doesn't mean that the length, breadth, and volume, not like that, right? What is the scope of this particular job, right? What is the authority of the job? That is called job dimension. What are your limitations, right? And the classification of the jobs. Just now I told the manager level 1, or grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, like this, right? And implementation of the evaluation and maintenance. Here the implementation means whatever the salary structure or the wage structure, okay, you are going to implement. This is completely new. Let it be. So after implementation, you need to get the feedback from the organizational system. So maintenance, right? Okay. So regarding the techniques of the job evaluation, there are some quantitative methods and there are some qualitative methods. Qualitative methods are ranking method and job classification method, and quantitative methods are based on some points, the point rating method and factor comparison. Thank you very much for your patient listening. In the next class, I will explain about the techniques of job evaluation Thank you very much.